Virgos stand out as one of the most polarizing signs in the zodiac, typically eliciting a love them or hate them response from people. Consequently, there is a myriad of opinions about Virgos, and though some comments may not faze them, certain phrases or descriptors are guaranteed to instantly irritate a Virgo. Here are the 6 things that Virgos detest the most. Leave it for later. Virgos are one of the most efficient and organized signs in the zodiac, and they understand the importance of planning ahead and doing things ASAP. The thought of leaving things for later, improvising, and hoping for things to resolve themselves is utterly alien to them and more than a little insulting. Virgos don't understand how people can be so cavalier about life, so being told to leave things for later tends to bother them more often than not. Never look disheveled. Known for their meticulous approach to appearance, this earth sign maintains high standards and anticipates similar attention to detail from those in their circle. For them, every hair must be in place, and attire should consistently align with appropriate standards. A robust Virgo personality would never permit a friend to wear ill-fitting or unflattering clothes, instead opting to assist in upgrading their wardrobe to suit a more mature lifestyle. Any garments showing signs of wear and tear, such as rips or stains, would promptly find their way to the discard pile, or preferably, be recycled. Don't be such a control freak, because they're so adamant about planning things in advance and hate when things don't go their way. Virgos tend to be a little controlling. Okay, that's an understatement. Virgos tend to be complete control freaks. Yes, Virgos crave to control every aspect of their life and the lives of others, but just because they are control freaks, it doesn't mean they like it when other people bring it up. No one wants their flaws pointed out, after all. Disorganized. Calling a Virgo disorganized is a terrible insult, and they'll take it personally right away. Virgos take great pride in their organizational skills and ability to keep a tidy home and workplace, so telling them that their organizational skills are less than perfect are fighting words indeed. Over-emotional or unreasonable. While Virgos may come across as over-emotional and unreasonable, they firmly reject such characterization and may respond with annoyance or even offense if labeled as such. Despite their evident organization and logical mindset, Virgos harbor sensitive souls that react personally to even the slightest hint of discomfort. Although they can articulately and reasonably explain their feelings, they don't perceive themselves as unreasonable. If only the matter were as straightforward as it seems. Never be messy. Have you ever seen a group of friends enter a food establishment and wondered which one was the Virgo? Look for the one cleaning the table off before sitting down. They refuse to be surrounded by dirt and grime. They may even carry around antibacterial wipes and use hand sanitizer to stay clean. Now imagine how they feel about their home. Never be dirty. Having an untidy home is bad, but according to the Virgo personality, having an unclean body is even worse. The saying "cleanliness is next to godliness" perfectly captures their perspective, as they believe that their outward appearance mirrors their spiritual worth. For Virgos, purity of spirit is inseparable from cleanliness of the flesh. If you're planning to go out with them, it's crucial to ensure you're impeccably clean. This includes washing and styling your hair, cleaning underneath your fingernails, and maintaining fresh breath. Virgos won't hesitate to point out a piece of food stuck between your teeth or remind you to remove any crust from your eyes. Liars. Virgos are among the most honest and sincere signs in the zodiac, so calling them a liar isn't only insulting but also factually incorrect. They can be honest to the point of being insulting, and some even take pride in this fact, so accusing them of lying is a sure way of ending on their wrong side. Vague or unclear. Virgos may sometimes provide instructions that seem vague or unclear due to the rapid pace of their thoughts, often assuming that others share their understanding. In such instances, it is advisable to interrupt the Virgo and seek clarification to ensure mutual understanding. Issues arise when Virgo's instructions are perceived as unclear, and instead of seeking clarification, the other party labels them as vague. In such cases, Virgos are likely to feel annoyed, if not outright insulted. Never be loud. For the most part, this reserved sign does not like to be the center of attention, and they feel a certain type of way about people who do. They do not appreciate it. Being loud for the sake of having everyone's gaze upon them seems crass in their mind. Not only is it a social faux pas, but it is also a major turn-off. You will definitely catch their attention with those antics, but only to have them quickly dismiss you as immature or low class. Even during an argument, they feel no need to raise their tone, not when they can destroy an opponent with their cutting words instead. Never criticize them. At first glance, they might perceive your critiques as unnecessary, given their tendency to be their own harshest critics. They've likely extensively analyzed the situation and determined the necessary corrections. However, a closer examination of their psyche unveils the potential for underlying insecurities. As per Cafe Astrology, they get nervous when others look at their unfinished work, and they are quite protective of their methods of doing things. The fear of being seen as imperfect is a significant concern for perfectionists. It's advisable not to offer any form of criticism unless explicitly asked, as doing so may reveal a less than friendly side of their disposition. Never speak without factual proof. These people can back up their information with facts. Do not attempt to argue with them unless you can do the same. This zodiac sign is one that thrives on hoarding knowledge. They are the type of people who binge watch the History Channel on their days off and play along with the contestants on trivia game shows. Do not think they have fabricated the information solely to win an argument. Never act shallow. Individuals of this sign don't invest their free time acquiring knowledge simply to engage in superficial conversations. Consequently, they may be mistaken for being antisocial due to this very reason. As quintessential introverts, Virgos have a strong aversion to indulging in small talk. While discussing the news may foster connections for other zodiac signs, it's not the case for this discerning personality. They lean towards intellectual stimulation, even in romantic partnerships. If you're interested in courting them, steer clear of surface-level discussions about pop culture. Never do things out of order. It cannot be stated enough that their mind is an analytical one. It works best when given detailed instructions. They can create systems and strategies for getting things done efficiently. So if you are tasked with working in a group project under their leadership, do yourself a favor and follow their methods without question. Odds are, they have thought about the process more than you. Unfortunately, not everyone can operate in that type of work environment. Thus, Virgos should choose a career where their analytical skills are always appreciated. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like if you want more videos based on the Virgo sign.